Hola, ¿qué tal estáis, amigos y amigas del canal de Tony Gamer? Bienvenidos, bienvenidas a un nuevo directo en el canal, un nuevo juego. Vamos a empezar. Este juego es recomendación de Rubén del canal El Raccoon del Joc, así que vamos a empezarlo. Vamos a ver qué tal pinta. Me ha dicho que es un juego cortito, que está muy bien, y yo me fío totalmente de su criterio, así que vamos a empezar este Truberbrook. Vamos a ver, ranuras. Vamos a aquí. Intro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Parece que tengo como 7 capítulos. Vamos a jugar, evidentemente, la introducción.
Sorry, pal. We're out of gas and your engine is boiling. Let's see if we can fix you up here. We'll be back on the road in no time. Stranded in the middle of nowhere.
Vale, comandos, indicador de zonas seleccionables, caminar, interactuar, mover cursor, mostrar inventario, ir rápido, ¿vale? A ver. Mostrar inventario, no tenemos nada. Interactuar tampoco. Mira, movamos el cursor. Ah, vale, a ver. ¿Qué podemos hacer aquí? Espera. Vale, ¿y cómo?
Not a
Vale.
chance. I need to find some gas and engine coolant first.
Vale, vale.
Out
Vale.
of
Sin
gas.
gasolina, vale, ya lo he pillado.
And the engine is overheated. No
Vale,
juice.
no tira. Vale, si corremos un poquito. Vamos a ver aquí.
My tires should still last a couple of miles. At least the cold chain is unbroken.
A ver si hay algo. Podemos interactuar.
I wish. It's frozen
Vale,
shut.
está todo congelado. Nada. A ver qué dice este cartel.
Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was
Vale,
10.
supongo que tendremos que entrar dentro. Vamos a ver. Una caja de herramientas.
Somebody forgot their toolbox.
Vale, pues vamos a ver si la podemos coger, ¿eh? Vale, está
This
abierta.
loot box contains only some rusty
Alicates
wires.
oxidados. No sé si nos servirán, pero los cogemos. Vale. A ver, aquí qué hay. ¿Qué pone?
Terra Incognita Scenic Highway. Next town ahead. Long shot by the sea. Sounds promising.
Bueno, pues parece que nos hemos perdido en mitad de la nada. Ahora hay un cielo importante, ¿eh?
Tiny Rock gas station. A beacon in the dark.
Vale, correctísimo. ¿Por qué mira hacia arriba todo el rato? Vale, por el cursor. Mira. Constelaciones.
Some of these constellations seem familiar. Or do they?
Vale, esto es lo mismo para todos. Vamos a ver si podemos ir por detrás. A ver, espera, a ver que no hemos mirado
If
aquí.
it wasn't for the sand and rubble, the impenetrable darkness, the legions of bugs, and that awful smell of gasoline everywhere, this sure could make a nice place for a
O sea
picnic.
que para ser un picnic ideal le sobra todo, absolutamente todo. A ver. Aquí se nos abre el engranaje. ¿Qué será? A ver, vamos a
Locked,
cerrada.
of course.
Vale, obvio que iba a estar cerrada. A ver. Vale, mira, líneas de texto.
Hello? Anybody in there? I could really use some gas.
Vale, no parece haber nadie.
Can you please let me in? I'm totally not a vampire, I swear.
Vale, seguimos sin contestación. Vamos a agotar todas las líneas de diálogo, ¿eh?
Meals on wheels. Your order is
En el
waiting.
minuto no sé qué, le no ha salido. ¿Por qué no la Argentina?
Tax investigation.
Así
Open
no
the
te van a
door.
abrir. Vale, pues nada. El engranaje, a ver. Ah, vale.
How should I open the door with these rusty pliers?
¿Es?
Vale. Ay, espera, vamos a ver si podemos abrir. A ver.
I wish. It's frozen shut.
Vale, vale. A ver.
Mira, déjalo.
Los alicates nos los han dado para...
Mira.
Vale, alicates.
It's just one short circuit before everything blows up into my face.
Vale.
Those pliers won't help me with that.
Vale. Y con esto no sirven tampoco. Ah, espera, que esto no lo hemos mirado. ¿O sí?
Dad used to say, a flawless establishment needs flawless window panes.
Vale.
Ah,
Vale, puntos de interés. Ya los hemos mirado todos.
no.
Locked. Of course.
Los hemos mirado todos.
How should I open the door with these rusty pliers?
No puedo, obviamente no puedo.
If it wasn't for the sand and rubble...
Vale, esto ya lo
I'd
hemos
leave
visto.
them, but this
Y no puedo ir a ningún otro sitio. A ver. Por aquí, ¿no? No me deja por ahí.
Those pliers won't help me with that.
Vale. Los alicates aquí no nos van a servir para nada. Pero sí que podrían servirnos
Mira,
aquí.
que le han enviado a las nubes.
At least the cold chain is...
Vale.
I wish. It's frozen shut.
Vale.
Hansen's ice cream. I used to love it when I was little.
No la ha tocado.
Vale. ¿Qué podríamos hacer? ¿Cómo podríamos...?
Hello? Anybody in there? I could really use some gas.
Pues parece que no hay nadie. Parece que no podemos entrar.
No le ha hecho nada.
My tires should still last a couple of miles.
¿Eh?
Vale, no puedo seleccionar. Vale. Espera, ¿la tubería la he visto? No. ¡Hala, toma! ¡Anda, mira! ¡Ah!
No way.
¡Genial!
Replacement key.
Sí, ya
That
había
was too
pensado
easy.
de cualquier sitio.
As if it wanted to be found.
Vale, esto no me lo esperaba yo. Vamos a coger la llave.
Vaya.
Que supongo que será la de la puerta.
Es que no debe ser el rato.
It fits.
Vale.
That was...
Vale, genial. Ahí está. Hemos entrado. Hemos conseguido entrar.
It's pitch black.
Oscuro, sí que es verdad.
I even see my own hands. There's something funny about that picture.
¿Qué tendrá de raro esa?
No.
Vamos a tocarlo. Adiós, mira.
A hidden switch.
Pues vamos a tocarlo.
This must be the main fuse.
Toma, ahí está la luz. Vale. Y se hizo la luz. Vale, esto será... Podremos cortar los cables, pero yo creo que ahora mismo no me interesa, ¿eh?
Cables. Zip.
No fastidies. ¿Los hemos cortado? Hemos cortado los cables, me parece, ¿eh?
I know this image.
Chicos, de poner
Daytona
cosas
Beach
en
Race
Instagram.
58. What an event.
Vale, tenemos que
No.
ver todos los
This thing
cuadros.
wouldn't take me far out here.
¿Habías visto en Instagram?
Vale, a ver. ¿Vamos a cerrar la puerta? Ah, no, así salimos. No, yo quiero entrar, hombre. Vale,
Pues
genial.
escrito, ¿eh?
The landscape
Si
on the
oyes
picture
antes estás
vaguely
conectado.
reminds me of home.
Un bisón.
It's a picture
Ah,
of
pues
a
un
buffalo.
búfalo. Pues mira, me he equivocado de animal.
What I wouldn't give to be there.
Ahí ya es nueva, te digo.
¿Esto qué es?
Extra large, no refill.
Vamos a ver si podemos interactuar con ello.
Hermano.
Lo cogemos, vale. Un vaso de refresco parece que sea, ¿no? Vale.
20% bun, 5% cold cuts, and 75% cling film.
Vale,
And
sándwich,
no
parecen
thanks.
sándwich. Postales.
This is the end of nowhere. I wonder if these
Escuchate.
postcards would
Vamos a
have
coger
reached
una,
their
¿no?
destination.
¿Cuál?
Sí, podemos.
This one shows a map of the area. I'll take it with me.
Vale,
Quite off the beaten track.
vale, hemos cogido una postal. Vale, ahí las tenemos.
A Yarzábal.
Pap, 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 pap.
All I have left are a few Deutsch marks. Pretty useless out here anyways.
Yo qué sé.
Coffee. If there's something I can't stand, it's cherry pie and hot coffee.
Joder, pues vaya. Ah. A ver,
Looks dusty.
vale, ahí parece haber algo. Vamos a ver. ¿Lo que es? ¿Es un tocadiscos? Pues sí.
Again that ghastly tune.
Pues sí que está desafinada, sí.
Desde el momento que ahora va
Tenemos que salir ya de aquí.
a dar.
La verdad es que da mal los rollos la canción, ¿eh? Vamos a salir. Vale, hemos encendido eso. Supongo que el surtidor lo podremos activar.
Now they are working again.
Vale.
Drink up.
Aquí,
You must
aquí,
be
abajo.
dying of thirst.
Vale, estamos llenando el tanque, ¿no?
Those pliers won't help me with
Vale.
that.
Yo no me
Not
voy a
until I
ir a
have found a way
enfriar.
to cool down the engine.
Vale, pues para enfriar el motor ahí, pero vamos a ver.
Not until
Vale.
I have found a way to cool down the engine.
Ah, vale, espera, espera. Que aquí podremos picar hielo seguro.
A Yarzábal.
Vale,
Cold as ice. Exactly what I need.
vale, ahora vamos con esto. Aquí.
There you go. Have some Kool-Aid.
Vale, supongo que ahora ya nos podremos ir. Sí, correcto.
Finally we can make off again.
Pues bien, muy bien, interesante el juego, el comienzo de este juego, ¿eh?
Oh, come on.
Ahora no arranca, ¿qué le pasa?
It's that darn oil pump again. Looks like we'll be stuck here for a while.
Adiós. Se ha apagado la luz, se ha apagado la música, ¿qué ha pasado? Vale, hemos hecho la introducción, el prólogo del juego. Wow. Y ahí dentro que mira. Hey Duke presents Trüberbrook.
Pasar.
Ojo que caminito, ¿eh? De tablones para subir por ahí por una furgoneta. Ah, no me fiaría yo de subir por ahí, ¿eh? Por ahí ya sí, porque es terreno firme. Pero por esos tablones yo me hubiera bajado de ese autobús, sinceramente. Ahora que nos meteremos en algún túnel y saldremos por arriba, sí. Toma.
Bueno, vamos
a ver hasta dónde llegamos. Supongo que está arriba del todo, ¿no? Pero a ver qué hay arriba del todo. La música es relajante, ¿eh? No voy a decir yo que no. Ostras, mira qué lago, tío, más guapo. Y ahora bajamos. Prólogo. Vale, hemos hecho... Vale. El incidente de Lazarus. ¿Quién o qué será Lazarus? ¿Qué ha pasado? Vale, ya estamos.
¿Qué?
Alemania, 1967. Eso somos nosotros. Se parece mucho a la motorista, ¿eh? Este chico. El autobús se va. Adiós.
Papá,
¿Qué, cariño?
¿cuántos seguidores tienes en
Espera. ¿Cómo?
¿Cuántos seguidores tienes en Twitch?
194 me parece.
Beverly, I have arrived. I feel spewed out into the most barren, dark void of
¿Quién
Europe.
será?
All things considered, this could most likely be the best vacation ever. Feeling chilled out already. The next city is like 1,000 miles away. Ah, yes. That's where I am.
Vale. Él sabe dónde está, nosotros no.
The bus stop. My gateway to the outside world.
Vale.
¿Qué?
Vale, vamos a entrar por aquí. Aquí hay una barca. Aquí un cobertizo. Vamos a ver. A ver qué nos dice este. No nos dice nada ese cartel. A ver esto.
Hades. Paddleboat rental, souvenirs, fishing supplies. Closed. A hiking map of the region. The upper section has been torn off.
Vale. Como parece que tengamos que avanzar, vamos a ver aquí qué podemos hacer, que sacamos en claro.
Brr, looks cold.
Vale, vamos a ver la lancha o la barca esta. No es una lancha porque no tiene motor.
Its heydays are over.
Vale, pues nada, por aquí interactúa. A ver aquí. Parecen tarifas, ¿no? Precios.
Paddleboat rental. 1 hour, 1 Deutschmark.
¿Qué era? Ah. A ver, vamos por aquí. Ostras, ¿y esto qué es?
I wonder what that is.
Parece una tabla de lavar, macho. Vale, por aquí no podemos avanzar y tendremos que ir por aquí, ¿no? Sí, para seguir avanzando por ahí. Vale, hemos llegado al pueblo.
Arrived at destination after a short walk. Truberbrook, a tranquil little town. Seems a bit run down. I must say, Beverly, I absolutely fell in love with this town already.
Pues sí que tarda poco, macho. Vale. A ver, vamos a buscar a alguien. Pero, claro, evidentemente primero. Aquí no. Ah, mira. Esta puerta.
Wooden fences always remind me of my old neighborhood.
Cuidado.
That is one strange-looking cat.
Sí, se ha puesto un guardia, nada más no se ha visto, ¿eh? Vamos a ver. No sé si tocarlo es buena idea, vale, no se deja. No se deja tocar. Pasar la estatua.
That's probably the town's landmark.
Hombre, sí, el monumento del pueblo parece que lo sea, ¿eh? ¡Oh, qué chulo!
There's a selection of local charcuterie on display. Wurstbrei,
Está chulo eso, ¿no?
Schlachte Platte, Pothocker,
Eso es lo de las
Punta
marcas.
Sí, pero cuidado, ¿eh?
a mysterious village.
Pueblo misterioso.
Who is into this kind of stuff?
Ahora ahí hay otra cosa.
The time-traveling machine.
La máquina del tiempo.
Complete nonsense from a quantum mechanical
Vale,
perspective.
¿esto qué será? ¿Qué narices será este lugar? Podemos grabar. A ver, grabar o hacer una foto, no sé. Ah, grabar.
Beverly, I discovered the local movie theater, Mobius Palace. The favorite genres around here appear to be western and...
Vale, esto es el cine. Muy bien, y eso es la grabadora de voz. Por ahí puedo ir a algún lado, que no voy a ir de momento. A ver, ¿esto qué es? Vamos a investigarlo todo, ¿eh?
This must be the place.
Vale. Esto tiene que ser el alojamiento.
Small ads, postings,
Pon la mano.
announcements. They're holding a town fair soon. Exciting.
Qué chulo, ¿eh? Vale. Por aquí no puedo ir. Aquí no hay nada. Puedo subir por ahí o ir aquí. Y este creo que es nuestro destino. Será la posada, o el hotel, o el hostal. Así que vamos a quedarnos aquí. Vamos a entrar. Ah, pues mira.
Evening.
Hey,
Esta será la que nos tiene que atender.
nobody there, huh?
Doesn't seem so.
Vamos a ver. Vamos a hablar con esta mujer, a ver.
Where is everyone?
I saw someone here just a minute ago.
Any idea?
Just try again.
What now?
I would just try again.
Okay, I'll give it a go.
Vale, vamos a ver.
That's quite a few fishing rods they have there.
Hombre, es lógico cuando ahí hay un...
Please ring bell for service. We only serve small pots of coffee outside the restaurant.
Vale. A ver, aquí el llavero.
They don't seem to have many bookings. All the keys are still there.
Vale, la campanita, ahí está la campanita.
Hello? I'm not going to give up.
Vamos a llamar otra vez a ver. ¡Ring! Ah, pues mira, estaba ahí, coño. Está borracha.
Good afternoon. How can I help you, darling?
There's a room reserved for me. You know the lottery? I won a stay over here.
You won? How can you win a stay in Trüberbrook?
Well, actually, I don't really remember taking part in any lottery myself. Yet I received this winning notification.
What What was the name again?
Uy, ¿cómo nos llamamos? Tannhauser, Hans Tannhauser, doctor Tannhauser Jr. Este.
Hans U. Tannhauser,
¿Qué?
Jr.
Tannhauser,
¿Qué pasa?
Tannhauser, Elevenhauser. Oh,
Que no
Dr. Hans
es un
Tannhauser. Oh yes, here we
Es
have it.
como
Vale.
una cosa que cuando
Say,
pones
is it a quiet
algo
room?
se queda
Seeking some peace and quiet.
Well, I'm working on a text and I could really use some serenity.
Text? Are you a kind of writer or something?
En el sentido más amplio de la palabra, si soy físico, normalmente trabajo para una... No. ¿Qué contestamos? Va. Normalmente trabajo para una universidad.
Normally, I work for a university. Right now, I'm writing a paper on quantum physics.
I've heard worse. You arrived just in time for the big anniversary celebration. Trüberbrook is a bit noisier than usual around these days.
Bueno,
But apart from that, I'd say you have nothing to worry about in terms of disturbance. Here's your key, Dr. Tannhauser. My name is Trude, by the way.
vale, ¿cuál es nuestra
If you
habitación?
don't mind, where are all the other guests?
Let's put it this way. The season in Trüberbrook is already over.
I get the impression the season has been over for some time.
Vale. Nos vamos directos a la habitación. Genial. Una noche oscura. Tannhauser conoce a un extraño. A ver a quién conocemos. Vale, nuestra habitación. Hostia, ¿quién coño es ese? De la cama.
What?
Hostia puta.
Please, you've got to help me.
¿Qué ha pasado? Vamos a ver.
Did that guy just disappear with my paper?
Este tío...
Something unusual happened. There was an uninvited guest in my room tonight. Now that he's escaped, I'm going to chase him down.
Vale. ¡Ja! ¡Qué fuerte! ¿Qué ha pasado? Pero es que... ¿Cómo ha desaparecido, tío? Vamos, apagamos la luz. Miramos.
Creepy. Some kind of a sea monster.
Sí, parece el monstruo lagonés. Vamos a encenderlo otra vez. Que aún no nos vamos a ir. Ya lo apagaremos cuando nos vayamos.
I don't want to go back to
Vale,
bed.
no. A la cama no
I'm on a
volvemos.
mission. It seems rather unpleasant outside.
Vale, y mira las pisadas, ¿eh? Mira las pisadas.
What is this? Some kind of goo. Hanging dead animals on your wall is a bit eccentric. At least it seems the burglar didn't rummage through the cabinet.
Me gusta que... No quiero tirar aquí, ¿vale?
What a mess.
Mamá, mira,
I don't
música.
want to mess up the crime scene.
No quiero contaminar la escena del crimen, dice. Vale.
Papá,
¿Qué, cariño?
tu director necesita música.
No tiene, ¿verdad? ¿Quién lo dice? Ah, vale, sale. Hostia puta. Se ha caído eso.
Where did he go?
Parece que haga aire. No, ya no me mola, ya. No me mola ni un pelo.
No puedo levantar más.
The traces lead outside.
Levantarle más.
Vale, pues vayamos fuera a ver qué pasa.
Darkest night. In the pale starlight, this village appears to be composed of jagged silhouettes and loneliness.
Vale, ahí hay alguien, Vamos a ver, mira, las huellas llevan hasta arriba,
A trail of goo. The thief must have left
¿Qué,
it
cariño?
behind.
Espera.
The trail leads further uptown.
Ay, Aarón. Espérate. ¿Ahora la apagas? ¿Y eso? ¿Por qué?
No sé, porque
Ah, vale. Vale, vamos a ver si esa persona ha visto algo. Ah, no puedo entrar. Ah, claro, ahora.
Hey there. Taking a little night stroll?
Someone was in my room.
You only just got here and you already have secret admirers?
No, it was a burglar. I think.
Well, I haven't seen anyone sneaking around here, but if I were you, I would probably follow these somewhat extremely obvious footprints.
Sí, es lo que vamos a hacer.
Please excuse me.
Vale, vamos a ver dónde nos lleva esto. Uf.
This situation is growing aggravating. I followed the person who stole my notes into a kind of dead-end street. And now he's vanished.
Vale.
Picture me, standing here at the edge of the world, stripped of my writings.
Hola, Litox, ¿qué tal estás, tío? Buenas tardes.
I wonder who on earth would steal a paper on quantum physics.
Pues vete tú a saber. Vamos a hablar con esta.
Do you like ghost stories? It is said that a proto-Germanic cult used to live up here in the mountains. They prayed to the spirits of the forests. I know it's a long shot, but maybe this visitor of yours is one of those spirits?
Bueno, claro, buenas tardes para mí, buenos días para ti serán, supongo. Un juego, pues, que me has recomendado Rubén del Raccoon del Choc, es como una aventura gráfica, ¿vale? Es sobrenatural y que de momento tiene muy buena pinta. Espíritus malvados, el tipo ese no era un fantasma de verdad, esos protogermanos sí que tenían imaginación, eso pensaba, espíritus malvados.
Evil spirits?
Nonsense, I was just trying to mess with you.
Ah,
What was your name again? Tannhauser? Name's Gretchen. I'm an anthropologist.
Gretchen, vale,
In
arqueóloga.
fact, those old proto-Germanic ritual grounds just so happen to be my special subject. One of them is supposedly somewhere around here, though I haven't been able to find it yet.
Vale, pues seguramente tenemos que buscarlo.
Gretchen, well met. Now that's all well and good, but what am I going to do without my notes?
You know what? I'm going to help you.
A ver cómo nos ayuda.
It looks like he escaped with one of the old gondolas. I bet he's hiding somewhere in the mountains, which incidentally is also where I was heading. Come on, you're a scientist. You're coming with me now and you're going to help me find this ritual site. Who knows, maybe you'll even find your evil spirit there. The one with an interest in quantum whatchamacallits. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. So what do you say? You with me?
Pues sí, supongo que sí. Uf, pues no me da la opción de contestar que sí. ¿Qué tal están, Nitox? Oye, ¿cómo te va con ese Ghost Record Will Arms? He visto que le estás dando duro ahora, ¿eh? Espera un momentito,
I
Aaron,
knew you
cariño.
had the spirit of adventure in you. Are you ready to go? I'm ready to go. The early bird catches the worm and all that. We have to find a way up the mountain. It would be easiest if we used a cable car. I reckon that's also what our friend thought.
Vale, a ver cómo subimos.
The cable car doesn't exactly appear to be in pristine condition. What do you think?
Don't worry, I'm sure I can fix this.
¿Qué, cariño?
¿Te acuerdas cuando jugábamos a los Recon?
Sí, me acuerdo. Capítulo 1, bienvenido a Truberbrook.
I can't fix this.
Vale, no puedo arreglarlo.
The master key is missing and a weasel damaged the electric mains.
Maybe it was the burglar who did this.
Vale, ha pasado toda la puta noche,
Plan.
¿eh?
I'll hold the position and try my best. Why don't you take a look around town? We need the master key for the cable car. Also, we need to override the broken mains. Think you can remember that?
I'll try to remember.
Vale.
Let's go. This is going to be fun.
Vale, vamos a ver. Vamos a ver primero. Vamos a observar.
You can see all over the valley.
Vale, se puede ver todo el
From
valle.
this distance, I can only imagine what's on the other shore. The platform further uptown presents a wonderful view of the valley. Leaning on this rusty rail, nose to the wind, I can let my gaze wander freely to the other shore and across the mountains.
Genial. Muy bien, vamos a ver. Esto.
It's glowing red. It seems you need a special key to get the thing running.
Vamos a buscar esa
Mastermind.
llave
Did you
especial.
already ask around town?
Ah,
Maybe someone there has it.
vale, vale. Tenemos que ir al pueblo a buscar, ¿vale? Luego tema corriente eléctrica, a ver. ¿Qué podemos preguntarle?
Hi.
Muy suave.
Hey,
Mira esta. A ver. Dame.
Vamos a hablar un ratito con ella.
So, how long have you been here?
the day before yesterday. Feels much longer though. And just saying, the public transportation around here, Germany is a mess.
Why Trüberbrook of all places? It's hard to find, even on a map. But I'm not from these parts after all.
I've been trying to pinpoint the exact location of those ritual grounds for a while now. And when I finally found them, I immediately took off. The people around here are nice, but also a little weird, don't you think?
Now that you mention it,
Tell me about yourself.
what would you like to know?
So you're from the States, huh?
The United States of America.
Where from exactly?
Woodinville, Washington.
Never heard of it. Any bigger cities nearby that I might know?
Seattle, the rainy jewel of the Northwest. Heard of it?
Que Brescia, que lo
yes,
conoce
I
todo
know
el
the place.
mundo.
I was passing through some time ago.
You've been to the States?
Yes, once. That was a few years back, though. Actually, I had come to New York to attend a conference. But then I got acquainted with some folks there and stayed a while longer.
Vale, qué cariño. Vale, a ver, que nos cuente más cosas.
A while longer. In New York City.
Not the whole time, no. Took a little road trip. First off to the New England states. Boston, Waterville, all the way up to Moosehead Lake, Mount Catalina and so on. Then, Canada, the Midwest. Montreal, Toronto.
A ver si ha visitado lugares esta
On and
mujer.
on. Then Washington State. Sort of got stuck
Un
there.
momento.
Oregon, down to San Francisco. Ah, those were the days.
Wow. You must have passed through Seattle on the way then.
Yes, maybe. And that's where you study?
No, I studied on the East Coast. The Cornell, Ithaca, under Dr. Schrodinger. Have you heard of him?
Ah, of course. Now I understand why you're on exchange in Germany.
Exchange? No, it's more of a coincidence. I won the trip.
You won?
Don't ask me. I've never taken part in any lottery.
Pues ya es sospechoso eso, ¿eh?
So,
Vale, ya hemos hablado bastante con ella. A ver,
¡Oh!
I wonder what that is.
vamos a ver si podemos tocarlo.
Pero no sé.
Vale, está cerrado. Pero esto me intriga. Bueno, vamos a ver primero el cartelito este. Alta tensión.
Danger. High voltage.
Hostia.
This old generator is running at maximum strength. It's even sending out sparks.
Vale, vamos a ver aquí qué hay. ¿Esto qué es? Vale, se abre.
Ya sé cómo. Ma, ya sé cómo, ya sé cómo.
Hello?
Ya sé cómo.
Anybody there?
No, parece que no.
Mira, trae.
What was that?
Es todo muy sospechoso, ¿eh?
Judging by the smell, this was used to transport cookies and lollipops.
Ah, tenemos una caja, vale. Bien. La caja nos servirá para coger algo, seguramente. Ostras, mira.
high voltage. There's got to be a way we can fix this.
No puedo darte un sosiego de la madre.
It's a well-known fact that weasels have a dangerously loving affection towards all sorts of cables. The present case suggests a rather impressive specimen, judging by the thickness of the cable. Last resort, self-termination.
Cuando es de noche se esconde.
Vale. A ver. Por aquí de momento no puedo hacer nada. Así que vamos a salir. Vamos a bajar al pueblo a buscar y hablar con gente. Vale, ahí hay un hombrecito en silla de ruedas que de momento no quiero hablar con él. Pues parece que vamos a tener que hablar con él. Ay, espera, que esto antes no lo he visto. Bueno, sí, pero no.
Hilarious the Unready, Margrave of Trüberbrook. Conqueror of the Dragon, Savior of Trüberbrook, yep. In the year of our Lord, 1250.
Vale. Vamos a hablar con el hombrecito este que está aquí sentado. ¿Este qué es? Hace un... no sé.
Actually, it's quite a nice table.
Be careful. The table is wobbling terribly.
Vale, buen hombre. Vamos a ver si podemos arreglarlo.
You better keep your distance. This table has a horrible wobble.
Vale, vamos a hablar con el hombre. A ver. ¿Por qué no? Vale. Ropa tendida.
There's a clothesline up there, right under my window.
Vale, esa es nuestra ventana, ¿no? Ah, una percha.
A hanger is dangling from the clothesline. Marvelous engineering. There's a clothesline up there, right under my window.
Vale, ¿y con esa percha no podríamos arreglar la mesa? No sé, vamos a hablar con este hombre. Bueno, vamos a mirar primero.
This table, it has a wobble. Everything's going down the drain around here.
Vale, vamos a hablar con el hombre.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
You've got yourself a nice spot here.
It's heartbreaking to see the town in decline like this. Everything's going down the drain, just like this wobbly table.
Vale, este hombre está de mal humor.
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
A ver.
Are you all right?
Please don't ask. I can't even savor my cognac as long as this
Vale,
terrible
pues seguramente
table keeps on
tendremos que ir a la
wobbling.
habitación a coger esa percha. Es lo primero que se me ocurre, ¿eh?
Good morning.
Excuse me, sir.
I've been wondering about that cable car.
I don't want to think about the old cable car. This wobbling table is simply unbearable.
Vale.
It's driving me crazy.
Pues vamos a nuestra habitación, porque yo creo que con esa percha podremos hacer algo al respecto con el balanceo de esa silla. Oye, espera, que mira, aquí hay cosas nuevas.
Now where would this lead
Pues
to?
vamos a probarlo, a ver si podemos. Uy, un niño.
Locked. Science fiction. Something involving spaceships. She seems very focused.
Vamos a hablarle.
Hey,
Pasa de nosotros.
she's almost in a trance.
Vale. Vamos a apagarle la tele.
Please don't stand there.
Ah, pues él no, sí habla.
Excuse me, didn't mean to. What's that you're watching?
Never seen a TV before?
Coming up next, a new episode of Rocket Ship Andromeda.
Have you been living under a rock? With a TV set you can take journeys to other worlds. Now that I think of it, I have never seen you here before. Are you from another world as well?
Not specifically. My name is Hans. I just arrived from Berlin.
Hey Hans, I'm Leni. My mom owns the place.
Vale, esta es la hija.
70,000 light years from home, the rocket ship has stranded in star system Omega 3.
Is Berlin also in star system Omega 3?
Berlin is located right in the middle of Brandenburg, so it is worlds apart.
Brandenburg? Never heard of it.
Star Cybernetation Commander Aurora is searching for a way back home.
And what do you do for a living? Are you a famous cybernetician too?
I'm a quantum physicist.
And what?
Anyways, I'm going to be a star cybernetician.
Only Commander Aurora can disintegrate the even Rolands into thin air with her space beams.
So, do you Berlinalians have any special powers? Can you make things disappear?
Está.
No, that's not even possible.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
A ver.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Uf.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Pues cabezota, ¿eh?
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
No, that's not even possible.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't.
Yes,
Uf,
it
hemos entrado en
is.
un bucle.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
See, I told
Yeah.
you so.
Stay tuned, folks. We will be right back after a few consumer-oriented product endorsements.
My uncle knew how to make things disappear as well. I also know where, but I mustn't tell anyone on Earth.
So, what do I have to do to make you tell me?
There's only one thing I can think of. Can you prove you're not an Earthling?
I'll think of something.
Bueno, a ver.
There's something funny about that clock.
Sí, pero ¿qué? Claro, ¿qué tiene raro?
A dim oil painting showing a couple of withering roses in a vase. Some of the varnish is starting to come off. How poetic.
A ver, aquí hay comida.
Modern cuisine. A lump of minced meat in the shape of a hedgehog, garnished with spike resembling breadsticks. Toast Hawaii. Cheese skewers.
No pinta nada mal esa
It's a
mesa,
bit
¿eh?
shabby.
Mira, mira, mami.
Note to self, the buffet in this guest house is an obvious case for the public health department.
Cabrón.
They serve traditionally hearty local meals in this place. Apparently a few maggots found themselves a lovely home in there.
Qué asco.
Is that a maggot? It's having a good time.
Vale, a ver esto del suelo, ¿qué es?
This can must have fallen off the table.
Vamos a cogerla. A ver, ¿qué tiene eso? Ah, pues la hemos cogido, vale. Nada. Cogido. Aquí ya no podemos hacer nada, aparentemente. Vamos a hablar con esta mujer. A ver qué sacamos en claro.
Morning.
Morning, Mr. Tannhauser.
I'd like to report a theft. There was an uninvited guest in my room last night.
In our house? Oh dear, I'm so very sorry. Let me call the police immediately.
Thanks.
Vale,
I will keep you informed.
vale, genial.
Ay, no, mira. Mira.
This establishment you call your own has quite the charm.
A family business for more than 75 years. Actually, I took over the guest house together with my brother. But now it's just me and my little daughter.
Being the only guest, I was wondering, how's the season going so far?
Season? We haven't had one in ages.
Your daughter really likes watching TV, huh?
You see, the kid is always in front of the box. She's got her mind set on extraterrestrials and alien worlds. Nonsense, don't you think?
Pues sí.
So what happened to your brother?
The only interest that scoundrel had was in his bottles. In the end, that good-for-nothing took a half too much of his Bolzenschuss and just made off.
That door over there hasn't been opened in a while, has it?
That's the door to the cellar, where my brother built his little lair.
Vale.
No one has taken any interest in that door since he left. He just took the key with
Qué
him.
cabrón.
Anything else I can do for you?
Can you tell me something about the old cable car?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it.
Who exactly is this Baron von Sülz?
Baron von Sülz used to run the mine, a philanthropist and patron of the arts. His wife was the flamboyant Baroness von Sülz. You must have heard of her.
Pues no, creo que no.
Anyway, when the company took over the mine, the Baroness dropped him as well and left the Baron behind. A broken man. Now his cat is his only remaining
¿Será el gato que
pleasure.
hemos visto antes a la entrada?
What were they mining for? Do you know?
An old silver mine, so nothing a quantum physicist would be interested in. It's been a few years, back in the days, when there was enough work for everyone. Then this company took over the mine, only to shut it down immediately.
¿Por qué?
So why did they shut down the mine?
There is talk and rumors all over the town.
Vale, ¿qué?
Allegedly, people started disappearing without a trace. Tourists, poor laborers without families, the odd stranger. Some folks were also talking about toxic residues in the air and the water. But nobody knows anything with certainty. If you ask me, I'm just glad the whole affair has come to an end. All those rumors have kept spa guests away for years, as you can see for yourself.
What about this mysterious company you were talking about?
Parecemos detectives
They are
privados,
called
¿eh?
Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation. They have connections to the top, if you know what I mean. Way up to the highest circle.
¿Y esta mujer cómo sabe tanto?
What became of the people working the mine?
More and more outsiders came to town. Nobody knows what they were actually doing in the mines. Some went missing, some went crazy. Who can tell? At one point, they even bought the old sanitarium in order to provide housing for their workers. That was before the mine shut down, of course.
Would you wrap up the whole story in detail for me again?
The cable car leads up to the old mine. It used to belong to the Baron von Sülz. Then this company from overseas forced him to sell it. They are called Millennium Cooperative or something like that. A very dubious corporation.
Vale.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Vale.
Anything else I can do for you?
A ver.
About the cable car?
Sure. What else do you want to know?
Nada.
I've heard enough. Thank you.
Anything else I can do for you?
Truda, would you pour me one of your Pilsner beers, please?
Just a second, Professor. Here, a coaster. There you go. Cheers.
Vale, ¿se la va a beber? Ah, vale. Ahí está. Uy, el posavasos se ha caído. Mira cómo bebe tú. Vale. Vamos a coger el posavasos. Vale, un posavasos. Vale, vamos para arriba. Que mi intención era subir a la habitación a ver si puedo coger la percha desde la ventana. Bueno, pero como hemos conseguido ahí un punto guardado y casi llevamos 1 hora de directo, vamos a dejarlo aquí. Una buena primera toma de contacto con este juego, recomendado, como ya os he dicho antes, por Rubén del canal de Raccoon del Shop. Y pinta interesante, a ver qué ha podido pasar en este pueblo con ese teleférico. Lo sabremos en próximos directos, así que muchísimas gracias por haber pasado por aquí y hasta la próxima. Adiós.